in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Bob Papa along with Teddy Atlas. What a great fight to start the night. 10 rounds. Lawrence Chapman in the red coming off a 21-month layoff. Late stages of round number 5. Chapman with Jones would rally. But Chapman had a very good 10th and final round. And decision win for the 28-year-old Chapman. He is now 16-0. We have super bantamweights for you. Up next, Isidro Tejedor and Devin Tapa from the Zembo Temple in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Devin Tapa from Atlantic City, New Jersey, by way of Nepal. 119.5 pounds. 15-1 with 9 knockouts. Represented China in the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta. He'll be taking on from Miami by way of Colombia, Isidro Tejedor, 121 pounds. And he is 13-4-4 with 7 knockouts. His second bout in the United States. Prior to that, all of his bouts in Colombia, Panama, or Argentina. Steve Smoger, Double S, is our referee for our next bout. Tejedor fought at the Blue Horizon back in September. That was his last fight.
Ready, young man?
8-round decision against Rogers Magua. He counterpunched from the corner in that fight. It could be detrimental in this fight against Tapa. We've seen Tapa here on ESPN2 several times before.
Tapa is southpaw, good power in either hand, and an awkward style, very quick. He's very, very difficult, Tapa, to deal with his style. He's in, he's out, and he throws bombs.
His only loss, a 12-round decision for the NABF Super Flyweight title. Back in February in New Jersey, lost a 12-round decision to Oscar Andre. Teddy Tejedor has been knocked out 3 times. It came in 3 consecutive bouts. Twice in 1993. Then he had a 2.5-year layoff. Then he was knocked out in 1996. Then he took another
against the 23-year-old southpaw Tapa. Tejedor's not going to match speed with the awkward, unorthodox Tapa. He has a time Tapa coming in. Tejedor's
good hook to the body.
You see that right hand there, Mike? With Tapa. That's okay. He has to have a plan. His plan has to be able to throw at the right time. Let Tapa do some of his work for him. Tejedor wants it at the right time.
Tapa just kind of winging away.
Tapa's a difficult style to deal with anyway, especially in a shorter fight. Longer.
Tapa, the aggressor here in this first round, scheduled for 6 against Isidro Tejedor. Tapa, the busier of the 2 in that first round, although he only landed 4 more punches than Tejedor. Tejedor more of a counter puncher. He did land a couple of rights.
Bob, as I mentioned, Tejedor needs, you don't need any boxing experts to tell anybody that Tapa is a difficult style, quicker than Tejedor, and that Tejedor would probably need to time Tapa coming in. How do you do that? You can wait for Tapa to come in, or you can create invitations. Try to get Tapa to come in. When does Tapa come in? Just watch. He comes in mostly when he sees the coast is clear. When he sees Tejedor come up or Tejedor go backwards. So let Tejedor go backwards, or fake that he's going to go backwards. Move that right foot back, just like he's going to go backwards. And then stop in his tracks and catch Tapa coming in at the wrong time. Watch Tapa, even though he's throwing, he looks like he's sometimes a little out of control. He knows in his mind what he's doing. He reads Theodore pretty well. Watch, he'll look at Theodore. He'll see when he's not set. See, as soon as he saw Theodore miss, he came in. If he sees Theodore come up and go into a defensive mode, Tapper will come in. If he sees Theodore move backwards, Tapper will come in. Theodore needs to misrepresent himself to Tapper. Time to do it. You got a faster guy. Those short fights favor him. The slower, more solid guys that depend on timing, like Theodore in this case, they need more rounds, Bob. They need 10 rounds.
Some fan yelled out body blow and Tapper through. Theodore trying to time the awkward Tapper through 2 rounds. Oh, hitting on the brakes, Steve. In the Grand Casino as Eric Harding steps into the ring, the East Hartford, Connecticut native, 19-1-1 with 6 knockouts in his career. And he'll be taking on Demetrius Jenkins. You've seen him here on Friday Night Fights before. Jenkins 20-5 with 15 knockouts. Harding and Jenkins next Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. For more, log on to ESPN.com. Family as he squares off against the biggest test. Round number 3 underway for Tapper and Theodore. Theodore.
Speed against timing, Bob. So what are you going to see? Awkward style here. Unorthodox style Tapper. We said that right from the top. You know that old Rolaids commercial? How do you spell relief? How do you spell tangled up? Very slippery. Add to the mix that you have a southpaw and Tapper against the orthodox fighter in Theodore, and that can happen quite often. It's going to go so easily to Tapper. Even though he's the busier guy, the faster guy, the flashier guy, a lot of these punches are not landing. And Theodore can get
one of the bout. 3 rounds complete.
We
are underway with round number 4. Coming up in the main event tonight from Harrisburg, Julian Letterlow and Toddy King, which should be a slugfest. We got a good rock'em sock'em bout between Chapman and Colored Trunks. Has thrown more punches than Tapper.
And let's see that constitute a knockdown. You don't have to tell that man in the ring there. That's Steve Smolder, the real good veteran referee.
Even if a guy's off balance and it's more of a slip, if a punch is thrown and it does land,
as I said earlier, I didn't know this was going to happen, but as I said, don't be so sure. The decision's automatic. The perception would be, I would have thought that Tapper threw more punches. But as you said, our punch stat men, and that's the great thing about having the ability to have that tool of punch stats. So I would have assumed he threw more punches. Not the case.
Not in each of the last 2 rounds. The other thing, he's so awkward and so unorthodox. Theodore, the busier of the 2.
That right hand definitely was thrown. I'm not so sure it landed, but the right call by the veteran referee, Steve Smolder. Punch was thrown. The guy went down.
And he was in a great position. I made it 10-9. Each guy landed only 6 punches in the round. Theodore, according to CompuBox, threw 4 more. Fairly even round. I'd be hard-pressed to make that a 10-8 round. Tapper slips there.
There's the sharp referee knockdown as far as being effective and hurting the guy. It was a close left hand. He scored on the bouncing Tapper. Tapper does a lot of bouncing. In and out.
In with his head a lot.
Too. Causing problems for his opponent because he's so unorthodox, so unexpected in the things that he does, but causes problems for himself. He's out of balance, off balance, and out of position so often that sometimes the punches get exaggerated, the effect that they may have. And the judge is looking at it. Hey, Bob Teodor needs to concentrate on one thing here. Time his man coming in. Act like he's going defensive, then punch.
One more round to go in this awkward bout.
Rough thrown, very close. And there's no doubt also the tapper was off balance. His feet were spread apart, very wide, very square. Good way to fall down.
That came in round 4. We're in the 6th and final round.
Very difficult job for the judges here tonight in this fight.
There might be a nick on the left eyebrow of Teodor, with Tapa constantly leading in with his head with that bounce place.
He's not sure what he's going to do half of the time.
Teddy, you have it even. I have it 49-46 for Teodor. I've given him every round but the first.
You need to give 2 even rounds to win.
Why anyone would want to fight this guy.
So there's Teodor got caught, and down he went. There's the power of Tapa we talked about. He is awkward, he is unorthodox, but he does have power.
That was a real knockdown, and Steve Smoger's stopping it.
And Teodor has been knocked out 3 times, and now making 4.
Devin Tapa. Finally timed the punch correctly on the inside. He caught Teodor. Now Greg Serb and the corner of Teodor. The commissioner, Greg Serb, is talking with the corner of Teodor. They say that it was a butt that knocked Teodor down, not a punch. Tapa bounced in, and they're saying that it was a headbutt. And Teodor was knocked wobbly. We're being told from our truck that it was a right hand. We're going to take a look at it. Tapa's so awkward. Let's take a look, Teddy.
You have to be alert at all times with Tapa and ready to punch when he comes in. And right there, the right hook coming in from the southpaw. Now that's the most dangerous punch for any southpaw with an orthodox fighter, because that's the punch the orthodox fighter is not used to seeing come from that angle, especially with the speed of Tapa.
Clearly a punch.
Yes, he jumped in with that right hook.
Perfectly placed punch by Tapa. I had him down by 3 points on my card, but he gets the knockout. 2:09 of round number 6, his 10th stoppage.
That is the most dangerous punch for an orthodox fighter when he's facing a southpaw. That right hook. The orthodox fighter is not used to seeing that punch come from that availability of the monitors. He comes over, he makes sure. And there it is, no doubt about it. The right hook from the southpaw, the orthodox Tapa. The unorthodox.
He was out cold. Boom, right hand perfectly placed.
Teodor never saw that punch coming. It was a combination of the awkward style, the speed of Tapa, and the southpaw stance.
When he opens 6, but Tapa does close the deal with a perfectly placed right hook on the chin of Teodor at 2:09 of the last round. Tapa gets his 16th win. The main event still to come. Here's Brian and Max.
Always sudden death in boxing. Suddenly, boom, all over. I'll figure out a way to get Pernell Whitaker in here. Remember the Whitaker-Nazario fight when Pernell became the first undisputed lightweight champ since Roberto Duran 12 years earlier? Similar knockdown, like almost a delay. He got hit, and then there was nothing holding him up. It just fell. First round.
Time for To The Max. Max, with yet another fighter popping off about a 5th weight division, please put in perspective for us the significance of modern-day 3-division champs as compared to Fitzsimmons or Armstrong.
I think he's talking about Oscar De La Hoya, which is a good point because Oscar's going after his 4th division, not his 5th. The WBO at 130 pounds against Breedall doesn't count. Shame on anyone